That was awesome. Oh, okay.
Hey, come on, help me with this bastard! Come on, man! You can't stand up. Do what you're made of. Lift him up!
Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
You alright, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Papa! My God! You're hurt!
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
Jeez.
I should be the one apologising. Some of it is my handiwork.
It won't be your concern, though. I promise. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us.
Oh, wow.
It's full of leaks.
Oh, wow.
I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in
What's
my
wrong with
coffers.
the roof? He said earlier that his roof is full of vegetables. And I think he's concerned about the rotting smell.
To get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness.
Madness.
What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad. As long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
Then let's get rid of Vavak. He must have some weakness, right?
There may be one.
It turns out he's allergic to sharp metallic objects thrust through his body. Mayhaps we could explore this a bit while he sleeps.
Turns out he has a weakness. An allergy, if you will.
Obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to
Intriguing.
mint counterfeit groschen. Using a
Ooh, here we
fake
go.
dye. If Sigismund
Wait, was he?
find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
I wonder if he was part of the stuff that we dealt with.
But you need evidence to make such an accusation, right?
Exactly.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out. But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally. My friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mint Master's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mint Master himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would.
I smell
Go to him
thievery.
and ask for help on my behalf. I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair.
I think
isn't
that's
it?
fair.
All right. It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and Horshan at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the pot of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
Okay. Get evidence against Vavak. Talk to Christian of Pisek. Hi.
Get out of my sight.
I think I can loot this stuff. Maybe? I'm gonna go ahead and loot this stuff.
Why don't you dawdle about here all night? I don't.
Oh, don't mind me. That guy was not well equipped. Okay. Whoa, big money. Gotta get the cheese. All right, let's go. Did we solve the murder mystery? We did this morning, and it was great. Loved that quest. Let's see. All right, so up here is Christian of Pisek. Let's go up and talk to him. Here. An agitated man standing on the road ahead. He's looking this way and shuffling his feet. Looks like he's waiting for someone.
We're under attack!
Your pizzle has been yanked, friend. Oh, the last guy run? Bro. Where'd you go? Oh, man. Jeez. Okay. What a jerk, chat. What a jerk. Rude. Maybe this could have been avoided if we didn't shoot first. Well, that's what they get for being called bandits. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you should have thought about labeling yourself a different label. Hmm? Hmm. Okay. All right, follow the path down to here.
Ja!
Ja!
Go! Ja!
Little nighttime ride in action. Under the beautiful stars. You love to see it. Watch out for that tree. Have I met Teresa in the game? Nope. No, I have not.
Ja!
Oh, I realize this is only on Twitch. For my YouTube peoples, we are doing this today.
RG9 has partnered with Starforge to bring you a KCD2 PC giveaway and case. Check out the link here for a chance to win a full PC, with a custom KCD2 case as a secondary prize, to Cohh.tv/PC giveaway #ad.
Awesome. So yeah, anyway, if you want a chance to win a KCD2 themed PC with a second prize of a KCD2 computer case, there's an entry at the top. It is Cohh.tv/ I think it's PC giveaway. And yeah, you can enter there. And best of luck. Hopefully one of y'all will win. Mm-hmm. Because that'd be pretty fly.
Hey, you! Who are you?
Me? Hi.
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me. About Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed.
I'm gonna steal this man's
I
clothes.
just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
We just broke the site. Chat, please stop breaking the nice things I try to give you. Chat. Okay. Well, it'll be up in a second. Is the giveaway for us EU folks or US only? The giveaway is in USA, Canada, EU member countries, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, and Norway. That is where it is. Oh my lord, what is this? Oh, what is this? This is bacon, sausage, and some kind of sugary. Is that monkey bread?
It is a cinnamon brown sugar bread pudding.
Oh my
with
gosh.
Whipped vanilla yogurt
Oh my gosh.
frosting, and you're
Girl,
gonna
what
try
is this?
mine that has.
I will.
I put strawberries. I like topped mine.
Mm.
I put strawberries on it.
Mm.
So like I put.
Wow.
but I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if you would
Mhm.
like it.
Jeez. Okay. That's actually amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jeez. Mm. Okay. That bacon yogurt, bacon pancakes. Mm-hmm. I'll help with your investigation.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game, but hopefully I don't need to tell you that.
Lord Ruthard mentioned something of the sort.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
My father was a blacksmith.
That's kind of it,
It's
right?
a fine craft. But it won't teach you much about silver mining and processing. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
I'll help with your pancakes. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corvs they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. I mean, mined out.
Won't they be suspicious if I ask those kind of questions?
Of course. You'll have to proceed with the utmost caution. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like, calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
I'll be the scholar.
I reckon I could pose as a curious scholar.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samco. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mined. Samco's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you gonna do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
Who owns the silver that's mined here?
All the silver in the Kingdom of Bohemia belongs to the king, whether it's above ground or still below it. Though I'm sure you understand, the king has a lot on his mind, and he can't be expected to worry about mining. So he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. It's called the Burgergeld. There's a lot of money in it. The tenants have to pay the king, and the king also receives a share of the pure silver from the smelting works. That's the royal tithe.
What is this path of silver, anyway?
It's the whole process, from digging the silver ore out of the ground and processing it, to minting silver coins. Silver is found in ore veins underground. The pitmen mine it and get it to the surface. The chief foreman of a gallery counts the corves, and the assayer estimates the purchase price of the ore for the smelter. The raw ore goes to the smelter, where it's crushed in a stamp mill before
Damn, we
it can be
getting a
purified
lesson.
by roasting. Roasted ore goes to the furnaces, where it's smelted into raw and then pure silver. Silver is then cast into rods about as thick as your little finger.
This will all be on the test at the end of the stream.
Can any silver get lost?
It can. And unfortunately, it does happen. It may be a capital offense, but even that won't deter everyone. Most often, a pitman tries to smuggle pieces of ore under his clothes. It doesn't end well. Nevertheless, the entire path of the silver, from the ore beneath the ground to minted coins, is closely guarded. Every step is recorded in the books, so if someone is stealing large quantities, they must have it pretty damn well figured out.
He's just explaining to us satisfactory.
Accurate.
Who checks the royal share?
The Royal Mint Master and his subordinates are responsible for collecting the royal share. That also means me and the shaft foreman. That is why every step of the path of silver is monitored and recorded, starting with how much ore is mined. The smelting works owners don't have to be monitored as closely, since they buy the ore from us. It's in their best interest to get the highest possible yield after deducting the royal share.
Makes sense.
Who makes money from all this?
The thing is, everyone does.
I was going to say
Pitmen
everyone.
get paid for mining in the shaft.
who
Mine
gets
operators
the
get
biggest
paid for
amount?
raw ore. The smelters then smelt everything, sell the pure silver, and deduct the raw tithe. The silver rubs off on the hands of anyone who even touches it. But there's still enough left over for the king.
Cool.
Who owns the mines?
The king grants mining rights to his loyal subjects. And these leaseholders can rent out their privileges to other people. All sorts of people operate mines in Kuttenberg. Nobility, rich burghers, even the monastery.
This guy's
In
actually
fact,
a dwarf? Yes.
Anyone with enough money to pay for new shafts to be dug can share in the process.
This man is actually a dwarf.
Who's responsible for the mines?
The mines and the mint are supervised directly by the Royal Mint Master, Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. As the steward, I'm his direct subordinate. I oversee that everything runs smoothly on his behalf. Then come the chief foreman, then the other foreman, And finally, the ordinary pitmen in the shafts. But I don't come in contact with them very often. We
Rock
follow
and
the
stone,
path of
to the bone.
silver until the
Yeah.
moment an ore merchant buys the ore from us and takes it to a smelter.
How much do the mines pay to the king?
That depends on whether it's a royal mine or a mine in the hands of a mining guild, meaning the leaseholders.
I thought all mines were owned by the king.
That's right. But it's much more profitable for the king to grant mining rights to rich mine operators. They bear the cost of mining themselves and pay him a share. The king receives 1/3 of the profits from his own mines, but only 1/5 from the leaseholders. That's how he gets what's his from all the mining.
What about the other 2/3 of the profits from the king's mines?
Those go towards the costs, of course. For operations, wages, and shaft security.
I secure my shaft daily. What about the smelting works?
Who's responsible for the smelting works?
They have their own owners. They buy ore from us and smelt it into pure silver. Then they deduct the royal tithe and they can sell the rest. And not just silver. Processing the ore yields a variety of other materials that can be sold just as well.
What happens in the smelting works?
Each smelting shop has a stamp mill, a roasting pit,
Don't worry, guys. Class
and
is
a
almost
smelting
over.
furnace. The stamp mill is used to crush the ore into smaller pieces to make it easier to process. After that, the crushed ore is roasted in a roasting pit to remove most of the impurities. Finally, everything is smelted in a furnace to separate the pure silver from the slag.
Chef Boy, yeah, I believe it does. Yeah, that's where the GA is being done. Somebody just said in chat, I love how if you were to take all the dialogue that this man has said for the last, like, 5 minutes and put it in a paragraph, you would essentially have a Wikipedia entry on how this worked in the medieval centuries.
So it's processed similarly to steel for
Yep.
smithing?
It's pretty
Yes.
awesome, though.
But in steelmaking, you don't have to weigh and record every step thrice.
How are groschen made from the silver?
The royal share from the smelting works goes to the mint in the Italian court. There, the coiners hammer it out into silver sheets for cutting the coin blanks. Then, in the Italian court's preghouse, our minters cut out and punch new groschen.
How many mints are there in total?
Only the main one is left, the one in the Italian court. There used to be more of them throughout the kingdom, but King Wenceslas II united them all. It was he who contributed the most to the rise of the Prague groschen and the wealth of this region. And of course, his own wealth too.
Okay, thank you for coming to Cohh's medieval mining class. Hope you enjoyed it.
By the way, I've had the honor of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukhdol.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
Oh, that was awesome. Did he go to bed? What am I doing? I need that man's clothes. I really like him. The link for the giveaway isn't working. I think the link for the giveaway is working. It's just you guys are flooding it. We're working on it. They're trying to get more data. But yeah, you guys are definitely flooding it a bit in all the right ways. Yeah, but I think they're working on it. Is that him? That's Ore Merchant Herman. Yeah, we don't need your clothes. There's my man. Alright, where's your chest? Is that it? I don't think that was the color. Well, we're still gonna take all his clothes. This is happening. Okay. Sorry, bud. Do a quick little read there. Okay, no documents to steal. Already checked that. Nothing to take off the table. He has nothing to steal. Already got that. Okay, let's go. Ba-bam. Yoink. Okay. Let us depart. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, so now we need to go to here to find out the amount of mind by Semco's Sonnies. By Franco's and Paul's. Okay. Do I not have a torch? I don't. Interesting. There we go. Can I just go in and talk to them? Dang, you got a gold one? I'll take that. Let's do a save before we talk to him. Caius.
At CohhCarnage, how do you call a medieval spy? Surveillance.
Foreman
I'm not
Samco?
sorry.
Aye, I am. Who's asking?
I hate
My
it.
name is Henry. Steward Christian sent me to you.
Thank you.
I'm a student from Prague, and I'm writing a treatise on miners and mine operations.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but minus rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
All right, let's do it. I don't think I've played miners with a real miner before.
See? Kidder. There's a first time for
Now, wait a
nothing.
second.
Let's crack on. Let the groschen
I
roll.
stole his badges. Okay.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones.
I'm not taking it. We can do better. Yep, we did. We did better. Cool. Go, if you lose, you have to drop a sub bomb, says Dub Live. Okay, Dub, that sounds good. If I win,
That's
you
enough.
have to.
Your turn.
Okay, I think that's only fair since you put forth that. Okay. Anyway. Let's do... Actually, you know what? No, let's do this. Let's do you. We can do better.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Oof. I think we got him. Yep.
Kurva!
Great game, Sonny.
Great
Now will you
game.
tell me what I want to know?
Aye, ask away.
Okay, what is the work of a miner about?
What is the work of a miner
What has
about?
no chill? No.
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. Mostly about Alkin. Any yakker will tell you that. But proper rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a midgie without it.
How do you rest?
So how do you rest?
Depends. Some have a kip. Some a swally. Some go whoring. As for me, I play dice.